In the scriptures, it is referred to as the 11th month, and it was in the 40th year, in the 11th month, as we find in Dvarim, on the 24th day of the 11th month, the month of Shvat. That Shvat is always a full month of 30 days. Some of the Jewish months are 29, some are 30, etc. With its 30th day, counting simultaneously as the first day of Rosh Chodesh Adar, the preceding month of Teves is always an incomplete one. So Rosh Chodesh Teves is always incomplete. And it says that on the first of the month, Moshe spoke the book of Devarim to the Jewish people. Beyond the Jordan, in the land of Moab, Moshe took upon him to expound this law, saying, and what did he say? This is in the beginning of Devarim. He admonished them over their repeated rebelliousness against God during the 40 years of their wanderings in the wilderness. He again expounded for them many of the mitzvahs which had already been addressed to them on Mount Sinai. He was giving them a review. Or from the tent of meeting, where he used to present the teachings. And he also addressed to them a number of new mitzvahs which had not previously been given them. He recounted the blessings or curses to which they would be subject. He prepared them for their entry into and the possession of the land of Canaan at that time, which became the land of Israel. And he concluded by blessing them before his death. For 37 days Moshe spoke these words to all of the Jewish people, to Bnei Yisrael. He began the first of Shvat and ended the 7th of Adar. His first words were, you have dwelt long enough in this mountain. Turn and take your journey. We've been at Mount Sinai. Now it's time to go into the land of Israel. And go to the hill country of the Ammonites, to all the neighboring palaces, as far as the great rivers. The river Paras, his concluding words were, happy are you, Israel, who is like unto you, a people saved by the Lord, the shield of your help, and the sword of your excellency. Your enemies shall dwindle away before you, and you shall tread upon their high places. This is all from Devarim. And here the Torah tells us something very interesting. When we read the Torah last night, it says, yesterday afternoon, Shul, Al Tira Abdi Yaakov, do not fear my servant Jacob. Jacob is the way the Jewish people are found in exile, from the Hebrew word okay, that they're downtrodden. And there the Torah, Yirmiyahu, the prophet, tells us that you will never be destroyed, you will never be diminished to a point where you cease to exist, for God will always be with you. But if you wish that the punishment should not be so severe, then remember that you should go in the ways of Hashem, of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of God, and God will always be with you. Al Tira Abdi Yaakov. Zippy, I'm coming down. I'm upstairs, I'm coming right down. What? You can't find Levi? I don't have the ability, there's a whole bunch of stuff in my van. Okay, wait. Oh, just you? Not your friend? Oh, okay. Oh, so why didn't you tell me? Okay, I'm coming right down. This week's portion is the portion of Beshalach that we're going to be reading. The portion of Beshalach is known as Shabbos Shira, the Sabbath of Song. It is where the Jewish people cross the Sea of Reeds, and Pharaoh and all of his chariots and all of his horses are drowned in the Sea of Reeds. And so, Az Yashir Meishav Bnei Yisrael, then did the Jewish people and Moshe sing a song of praise to Hashem. It is from here our sages tell us that we know that there will be the Tchias HaMesim, the rising of the dead, because the word Yashir means in the future they will sing. Who will sing in the future? All those that will eventually rise when Mashiach will come will sing a song of praise. So the Shabbos of Beshalach is also the Shabbos Shira, because it contains the song sung by Israel after the splitting of the Sea of Reeds.
It also fulfills the revelation of Miriam.
And it also fulfills that, yes. It is also a tradition that on Shabbos Shira, because all of the birds were quiet at the time of the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai, and also at the crossing of the Sea of Reeds, that we give kasha to the fegelach. Kasha is like grits, or things for the birds to eat. And in that way, we show our thankfulness to them, and as well as to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that it was Az Yashir, that it was a Shiras Hayam, and that the Jewish people have ultimately fulfilled what HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Moshe Rabbeinu wanted us to do, and which we see now, today, that we are still here in Tampa, Florida, at the University of South Florida, learning Torah, davening, and ultimately it will grow from strength to strength, mechayil el chayil. And as the Rebbe always said, we should always be chayolim, soldiers. What is a soldier? It is an abbreviation of a chassid, a kind and spiritual person. Chassidim, Yud is Yireh Shamayim. They should fear heaven, should have the fear of God in us, Yireh Shamayim, and Lamdanim, and we should learn Torah. And the day of a Jew starts with tefillah, b'shachris, who pray in the morning, then goes, that's the concept of avodah salev, of dealing with the service of the heart, for we have to refine the characteristic traits that we have within ourselves in the heart, and then bring it to a concept of lamdan, of learning, that we should practice what it is that we learn and do what we have to.
Sure.
End of this class.